All right, welcome back. So this is where I stopped, and you see, because the node, this particular node housing the body is also housing the chest, and that is the reason why I want to separate the chest from the body, you know. So the bones driving it, look at, that's on one node, you see. So I've gotten rid of these two. On this one, I have only the chest on it. That is why I duplicated the node in the first place. So what do? I trace where the body is entering, the wires, and I put the chest directly in front, just next to the body. That way it's almost like they are same drawing, but they are not, but because they are not, Now the chest has to have its own peg. The body has its own peg and deformation, bone deformation. The chest, I don't think I need deformation for it. That peg is for the body. I've created one for the chest, and I'm going to attach it to the peg for the body. So when I move the peg for the body, not the bone for the body, as you can see, it's connected straight. When I move the peg for the body, it will move the chest, because the chest is attached to a peg which is attached, parented, or a child of the body right now. So it's essential you put everything you do, all the nodes, in a peg in Toon Boom. Then you also have to rename. So in this case, chest. All right, so a lot of weird stuff's happening. Back in the day, when I followed these guys, trying to learn one or two, and this thing that happens right now all of a sudden is turning, you're seeing chest. Actually, I can see why now, why it's so, yeah, it's the computer trying to processors or the computer trying to catch up with your speed, especially when you've got scenes loaded, the computer is struggling and all that. All right, so we've got the chest. We are setting, using the rotate tool, we are setting the pivot of the chest. Cutout animation has to do with pivots. If you are doing plainly traditional animation, I don't think you need pivots, maybe not that much. But if you are into cutout animation, you very, very much need pivots. All right, so you very, very much need pivots if you are doing cutout animation, So where am I going with mine? Eventually, I will be doing maybe a 50-50, or not, definitely not a 50-50, because for me, traditional cutout animation is faster, a lot more faster. All I have to do with when I put in traditional animation is draw the poses. Now you can see the chest is independent on a different drawing layer, and I can move it anyhow I like. Using the move tool, I just moved the chest, still moving the chest so that you can see the body is intact, the chest doing its thing. They are now two different things, but there's a problem. When the chest moves, it moves completely out of the body. I want the chest cut out because it's cut out animation. I want the chest cut out so that if it moves out of the body, it's only the part within the body that shows. So I'm going to cut the chest with the body, because the body is what affects. I don't want the chest to go out of the body. So because I don't want the chest to go out of the body, I have to cut the body with the same thing I don't want it to go out from, which is cut the chest with the center I don't want to go out from, which is in this case the body. So on the body I've got the color override selected. What the color override does is it selects a color from the node you are working on, and it tells whatever node that is being called that, okay, use this color to cut whatever it is that's supposed to be cut. So as you can see, I switched, I put it, let's take that again. I came here, all right, zoom in and try to manipulate the chest. It's already connected, but it is showing it will only you see the cutter there. Look at the cutter attached to the chest. When you click the white, the extreme left of the cutter that shows the mask, you click it, double click it to show either black or white, either hides or reveals. So double click, whatever it does, you choose the one that works for you. If it's hiding you want, or if it's revealing you want. So I'm just cross-checking my color override attached to my body to see which colors. Okay, selected color. Don't worry, I'm going to create a separate tutorial on all of this. There are a ton of them out there, but I'll create a separate tutorial for this so that we can follow and understand exactly what it is that we are doing. Yeah. I'm just thinking. So don't just follow this process. I'll create something on color override, how to use the color override and all of that. I'm no expert by all means, but yeah, I know how to go around this. I mean, there are a ton of guys out there very good with what they do. Me, I create animations. That is my sole aim. I would have started a learning channel a long time ago, but I really want to get good at doing this. So stick with me, and you could be learning how to animate in no time as well. For now, it's a rigging process. So it's a no holds barred session. A no holds barred session, a no holds barred channel. Pay attention, you learn a lot. That's how it is. Everything is open, depending on how much you can take. So that is oh, look at that, the S. All right, I think it has separate. I call that the collar. That's separate as well. You can see yes, looking rickety, like a boss has gotten multiple of accidents. Anyways, I did mention that I want to be mixing my animations with traditional traditional animations. The S was drawn traditionally, and that's what I'm sorry, was able to come up with. Okay, so let me adjust. You can do this and start editing your drawing like this, removing the contours that form the curves. For me, what I've done so far, it's just okay for the kind of job I want. I just want a blend of both. So going about trimming, you do not have to if you don't want to. I'm just showing you. I could as well do it for all of them and get them looking all pointy and fine. I